Okay, turn 55. So in this turn, harassment continues. The ghosts are now deploying Wraith Lords against me, so I killed a Wraith Lord... where? I killed a Wraith Lord in Oak Beach, who tried to attack my army and got jumped by the demons. Another Wraith Lord has hit me here in Vlex, so we are now in full Immortal Spam mode. Which is a little bit unfortunate, because Wraith Lords are less complicated to spam than vampires. However, I do have a head start, in that I have 4 vampires already. 2 of them are moving and patrolling over to here, and they are scripted to cast Horde of Skeletons. I could actually script them, since I've just been researching Thaumaturgy. I could script them for Dust to Dust to blow up the Wraith Lord, but I think the Skeletons will work fine on him. Next turn, I should reach Control the Dead, which is an Enslave spell that works specifically on Undead and requires Death 2 to cast, which will be fantastic. Saren Forest here. I'm actually going to send Headless in. But of course, Headless can't cross rivers. Shoot. And he's map move 12 right now. Why is he map move 12? Because he's got this weirdo with him. Okay, so Headless is going to jump into this province. I should have killed the commanders with Infernal Disease. And I'll throw another I'm throwing an Infernal Disease at them just in case right here. Because they got 1 Spectral Commander. So I'm just going to burn him down with Infernal Disease, jump my Vampire in to take the place. If he moves another commander in or creates some province defense, that'll still be okay. We are going to do Horde of Skeletons twice. And then we will throw Dust to Dust, I think. The alternative is to take some slaves with me and summon imps and such. Or drop Leech over and over. Let's drop Horde of Skeletons twice for some chaff and then start throwing Leech. And we'll give him like 6 Blood Slaves. Okay, so that'll be that. We have these little boyos here. The 5% Reaper effect has moved to Hexwoods. It's just wandering around seemingly at random, which I'm not a huge fan of, but like it's not really hurting me much. So, oh well. We're gonna patrol with people. And we don't have much by way of troops patrolling here. We have Geither patrolling with 28 troops, many of whom are wolves. So actually, you guys, just summon me some more packs of wolves real quick. Lots of other people are researching so that we can make sure to hit Thaumaturgy 6 really fast. Which we actually won't, because it'll take 1388, so I need to get a little bit more research happening. Where can I get more research? Where can I get more research? You're researching. Most people are researching here. I've got a couple of mages casting Gnome Lore, which I think is valuable. He's forging an Owl Quill. He's forging Lightless Lanterns. You're forging a Fire in a Jar. You should be researching. That kicks us up to 1353. I just need about 30 more points. You should be researching. Snazzy here is patrolling at present. He actually should join the Vampire in attacking Saren Forest, because he'll be able to take it, I think. So he'll be kind of a little bit up front. Great. And Nidada, yeah, Nidada might as well go too. Hold, and attack closest, and you can be like right there, you can be right there. The skeletons will get past you, it'll be fine. Fantastic. So, who's not researching? Erkenbald is patrolling with Poison Ward and Swarm. That will be important if this turns out to be a Telkine and we happen to catch it. Over here, I am storming Oak Beach. He might move in his army right here in an effort to try and stop me. That will be... If he does, he might win, but I also might enfeeble him. And I do have a lot of troops, and I've got these guys set to attack rear or large monsters, respectively. So if he shows up, he'll be jumped by these Fiends of Darkness and devils, who should be able to do some pretty decent damage. Of course, I also have my front line of imps. I've got Athanaric casting Poison Ward. I think I'll be okay, to be honest. And I've got these guys on attack rear. Although they actually shouldn't be holding, they should only hold twice in attack rear. And Aoric should also hold twice and attack rear. And we're casting Bloodlust, we're reinvigorating, and then we are hellbinding hearts, like our life depends on it, with Simabeth. So all in all, it should be a good old time. There's actually no point in you Sabbath Mastering, because there are no other Blood Mages here. So just Bloodlust, Reinvigoration, and then start Hellbinding Hearts. Athanaric, oh, also that reminds me, I actually need to give some Blood Slaves to Athanaric, because Athanaric needs to... What I need you to do is I need you to cast Purify Blood, but that requires to... Oh, shoot. I messed it up. When did I mess this up? I lost my Sabbath Slaves at some point. Okay, well, the Telkine should be in here, so as long as he doesn't have another Telkine here, that should be fine, actually. So just cast, let me see. Drop Bark Skin on a couple of people, or Wooden Warriors. Drop that like 3 times, and then just cast regular spells. And give those Blood Slaves back to Simabeth so that she can use them. Great. So, probably going to take this fort, hopefully. Just in case, I am actually going to change up my units real quick. He's got 80. He's only got 35, though. So take those guys. Put them in that squad. And Zaginthu, you maintain the siege to make sure that even if I lose, they can't bust out. Moving a vampire to take that. We've killed off the commander. Over here, we're moving our vampires to intercept in case this dude moves out. We're also moving into that province with Ajavulf and Feaster and their units. Ajavulf probably doesn't actually need units, although if the Wraith Lord stays there, he might want them. And Feaster should stay behind the lines. We've got 76 units patrolling in this province, so if the invisible thing stays put, we should catch it. And yeah, that's the plan here. I've got to shut what's happening. The constant raiding is making it very, very difficult for me to go and take the thrones, which is, of course, what I need to do to win. So, it's a work in progress. We're working on it. In terms of research, like I said, going to hit Thaumaturgy level 6. I need a little bit more research. Gilther, I need 8 more points. You 3 are moving. Why are you moving? Just research for a turn, please. Yep, that'll do it. And, like I said, that'll kick me up to high-level Thaumaturgy, where my Vampire Lords will then become incredibly effective weapons against the undead. And at that point, it should be relatively easy to push them back. Atlantis is winning ground on land once again. Mictlan has now claimed 2 thrones, so Mictlan is making a bid to win the game, which is fair. Like, I can't blame them for doing that. But I also can't allow it to happen. Uvini needs to move back into the Cursed Land real quick to avoid being murdered. That is Ur's god, Kufladen. He's back already. Niflheim is actually quite large and powerful, which is kind of to be expected. This scout needs to sneak on over that way. Mundurik. Actually, give all these to Wernus. And you, please, summon a pack of wolves. 1407. What are you, 16 points? Don't have enough nature gems to summon a pack of wolves. Well, I happen to have one right there. Okay, good enough. So we're going to summon a couple of packs of wolves, move them over here to help patrol. Since Traveler's Rest never got patrollers because we were a little bit busy fighting and running around and doing things. And as a consequence, is now at 160 unrest and blood huntable. So that's going to be the plan for this turn, and I will see you all in turn 56. We're going to work our way up to ideally also casting Well of Misery, as well as the, of course, Earthblood Deep Well, which we will get to here. We're going to need to empower Arnold, and then Arnold will be the Earth guy, and as long as they don't know who he is, he should be fine. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in turn 56. Turn 56, and the Ghost War drags on. To be honest, I am getting a little bit worn down by this. This is, I think I've said this before, this is one of the things that I don't like about Dominions. The fact that this kind of conflict can drag on and on and on and on and on and on and on with no particular end in sight. Therados is defending himself extremely well. He's doing a really good job. He's got this army pushing through from Illidan, which he took back from me. I have taken Oak Beach. There was almost nothing there. There was a battle in Marverny, which was just my Pedosian went to the turn timer and retreated because he's not berserk. So if I'd had him with a with an axe, he would have actually won that battle. And I actually do have a Flesh Eater in my inventory, so I'm going to give him that Flesh Eater. He's moving back here. He's going to pick up the Flesh Eater. He's also moving and patrolling in case this army attacks me. This army might push out after me again, but if they do, I'm just going to besiege Marverny again, and we'll swap. I'll take that fortress. Not sure what Mictlan is doing. The original Mictlan has actually subbed out at this point. It's Prey, who I played with before. I don't know if he's planning to fight me. He might be, and I might, if he does, I might actually lose. It's possible. I'm summoning more vampires. I've just hit Thaumaturgy level 6, which means that I now have... where is it? Where is it? Wither Bones. There it is. So my vampires are now undead killing machines, which is great. My vampires down here are sneaking down to the capital because this army is moving over here to attack this fort, and I need Arnold to live. So Arnold is actually going to run, just in case. It is going to cut my research just a little bit, and he needs to be scripted to retreat in case anything terrible happens to him. So I'm moving troops and mages down this way to fight this army if they attack this fort, the Cradle of Life. I am also going to summon ogres with him. He's casting Gnome Lore, which is fine. It's delaying my... summoning ogres like this is delaying my casting. Let's actually enliven statues. Yeah, let's enliven statues. They're not very good at applying siege defense, but they're good at not dying, which is kind of what I need there. Yeah, spending all these earth gems on summons is kind of a pain in the neck, but it's what has to happen right now. We're reanimating. We need to turn you guys back to reanimating. Reanimation. Reanimation. Unfortunately, a lot of the bigger death spells just don't work in this situation because these are all undead and mindless troops. And he is pumping out just huge, huge quantities of units. So, yeah. Atlantis is, to be honest, not being super effective. Fighting, yes, but, like, not seeming to win any territory permanently. Atlantis has to be, like, right in here, so he's, like, in trouble. Atlantis is struggling. I've sent water gems over to Niflheim. That Seas of Ice cast should be happening sometime pretty soon. It would be great if it happened before this army moved onto land. If we could trap that army underwater, I can probably finish off these two at some point and move on with my life. We're going to bind some more fiery imps there, since they actually work pretty well against the ghost front lines. But yeah, that's going to be the turn. My blood economy is really taking a hit because of all the raiding that he's doing, which is why he's doing it, obviously. And it's being quite effective. So that is hampering my blood income. But once I can cast the blood vortex, I'll be in okay shape in in that regard. And these Wraith Lords continue to jump around, raiding me, being a nuisance, being a problem. Nidada needs to also sneak down here, and we will forge for him. He needs a shield is really what he needs, so why don't you just research? You forge a shield of gleaming gold, and he'll need a hand weapon. So we will also need... we need more fire gems is what we need. Golden Hoplon isn't very useful. Charcoal Shield actually might be useful since it causes fire damage. So why don't you forge a... It requires Earth 2, Fire 1. So what we actually need is he's summoning ogres, unfortunately. Dang. Fire in a jar won't help you. What am I doing? You're forging a lightless lantern. Just research for a moment, please. Give that... You do not need to be dual-wielding Dwarven Hammers right now. Give that to Aoric. Aoric can forge a charcoal shield. And then... Wrong item once again. You can forge what? Can't forge a firebrand because I'm short a gem. Alchemize. There you go. Okay, so we'll get a charcoal shield and a firebrand for Nidada. And then he is also going to want a helmet. Great. Okay, and then we'll get all our vampires down here. We'll have 5. We've got 1, 2, 3. I'm summoning another one. 4. Is it only 4? I thought it was 5 for some reason. Why did I think it was 5? Well, we'll have 4 vampires in any case. We're hitting this little mini stack with Infernal Diseases to kill the commander, so that it can't come and besiege Arcocephale again, because I need the income. And Pedosian, once he picks that up, is actually going to go start clearing thrones, because I need to start claiming thrones in order to have a decent shot at victory. In particular, Mictlan now has 2 thrones, so I got that one, that one. That's 3, 4, and 5. Or actually, what was the other one I was thinking about? Yeah, I think that's it. I think I have to take those 2 thrones from Mictlan in order to win. So, and of course I have to hold all 5. The Seas of Ice will make that a lot easier, because otherwise holding this throne would be almost impossible, since it's literally next door to Therados. If we get that Seas of Ice cast off and we can maintain it, then this will be fairly safe, because I control all the provinces around it. If Therados is locked underwater, then they have only these places and this fort in which to build up troops. And so then they would have to fight their way through me in order to get to Redbug Grove. However, if Seas of Ice is not up, then they can just constantly ping-pong back and forth and prevent me from ever actually, like, using it for anything useful. Unless, of course, I can build a blood fort on it. So after this, I need to stop summoning vampires, as useful as they are, and really focus on blood hunting in order to get... while I research up to Blood 8 so I can get 3 Red Seconds and Blood Vortex. And that is going to have to be my endgame strategy. So it's going to take a little while to get there. If I do win, I don't anticipate winning before turn 70, much if at all. But we'll see how we do. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in turn 57. Alright folks, welcome back. It's actually turn 58. I skipped turn 57. Why? Because I felt it was kind of boring, to be fully honest. It's just more Ghost Wars. However, there was... In retrospect, I maybe should have recorded it, because I think it was in turn 57 that this happened. The Sea of Ice. So the Sea of Ice is down, and Illwinter is down from Niflheim. I'm sure you'll yell at me in the comments if I actually already talked about that, but in any case, the seas are cut off. Atlantis and Therados cannot move from the ocean to the land, and we on the land cannot move into the ocean, which is fine by me. I don't want to be in the ocean. So, this army in Oak Beach is moving into Marverny. Pedosian is moving down here to take Redbud Grove. Now that the ocean is cut off, that's pretty safe to do. I'm getting some troops down here to retake Seren Forest under the command of Polly. Polly, who wants a cracker. She's taking a whole bunch of imps, and they're just, frankly, unscripted. She's going to cast Horde of Skeletons and overwhelm that. We have besieged Illidar with 2 vampire lords, who are just going to sit there for now, just keeping Illidar from doing anything productive. Leopard Love is moving his army around, and, oh joy of joys, we caught a Black Servant with a Bane Venom Charm and killed him. So, no more of that nonsense. Unfortunately, it does mean that in, where is it? In Troya? Yeah, right here, we've got this guy with a Bane Venom Charm. So, unfortunately, he's going to Bane Venom the hell out of anywhere he goes. We're going to run him down here to Cradle of Life, and he'll drop it off. It's better than nothing. Nidada will head down this way. He's fairly good, but not, like, super fantastic. He probably can't take on either 60 Barbarians or 270 Shade Bros, so he's just going to sneak through. This little army is going to push into Therodian territory, and we're going to put some province defense back in there. We've got province defense in there. We need a little bit more province defense in there. Lots and lots of people researching, which is excellent. We are steamrolling ahead with 1,800 research points per turn, which is pretty okay for this point in the game, up to Blood Magic level 8. And in the next couple of turns, we should have the Blood Slaves necessary to cast Blood Vortex, which will be cool. I don't know why Headless is here. I think I just missed him. Oh, and we've got Snazzy too. Snazzy actually maybe could take on Barbarians just because he's got. I don't think so. But he's going to join the Thug Cruise. Headless now. Headless might be able to do it, at least with some vampire bros. Uvatha and Fetid are currently zipping up here in order to retake the Cursed Land, which they should be able to do without too much problem. Ajavulf is actually going to stay here and defend. Actually, he's going to move there. We're going to skip back to Vlex to defend that, because I don't know where this Wraith Lord is going to go. Uvatha, actually, please go over there to defend Temiglia. So that... basically because he can cast Horde of Skeletons a couple times to get some chaff that isn't vulnerable to Soul Vortex, and then he can throw Witherbones. And Witherbones will do incredible damage to Wraith Lords. A couple of hits will kill a Wraith Lord, and it won't let them do anything, and if I kill the Wraith Lord, they will respawn underwater. Now, Illwinter is a problem, because Illwinter causes blizzards, wolf attacks, and lots of cold. They also cause unrest to increase worldwide. So you can see I do have unrest now in pretty much all of my provinces that I'm not already patrolling the hell out of. Fortunately, as a Blood Nation, I am already patrolling the hell out of many of my provinces. Actually, Headless, go over here. Just retake this place, please. Yeah, Horde of Skeletons, Witherbones, that's what you should do to retake a province as a Vampire Lord. So that'll be fine, and then he can set into... Blood Hunt that province. And so we'll get Blood Hunting... We're getting Blood Hunting going in a bigger way. We need more... We need more blood is what we need. But so we've taken that province. That army appears to have vanished. There's some troops over there. Might have moved back to here. There's some troops besieging Baratos. Baratos has changed hands a couple of times. Got some bog beasts over there. Mechlin. Mechlin is moving in a big ol' way. They've got lots and lots of troops. Not great troops, but lots of troops. And over here we have a big ol' wolf attack from Illwinter. That owned by Special Monsters. I think that's actually the Rimturser themselves. That might be a Rimturser attack. So, definitely some Niflheimish shenanigans going on. And that makes this a great time to start moving towards winning the game. So, we are going to... I've got a huge whop of skeletons here. So... Arnold, you need to research. You are forging an Amulet of the Dead, and this is something that I should have been doing a long, long time ago, and that I just forgot. I have no excuse. Amulets of the Dead give you 2 extra skeletons every time you reanimate skeletons. And since I've reanimated a ton of skeletons, I should have done this a long time ago so I could reanimate more skeletons with my skeleton reanimation helper. But whatever. These things happen. Sometimes you forget. So, you're reanimating skeletons. You should raise a king. Yep, revive king. I could do all sorts of silly things with my death magic at this point, but I don't want to because it would hurt me as much as anyone else. So, revive another king. We're reanimating more skeletons. We're going to give a whole bunch of skeletons to him. And we'll get ready to take on Iron Peaks. Pedosian is going to be my main throne killer. Excuse me. Just because he's basically invincible, and so he can roll through this throne, roll through this throne, roll through that throne. That will give me 6 points, because I don't have any at the moment, but that'll give me 6, and then I only need 2 more. I'm going to have to go to war with Mictlan over their thrones. I'm going to have to take at least 1. Actually, I'm going to have to take 2 now, because they have that one as well. So that's going to be a thing, but if, assuming the Ghost Wars are cleared up, and we can hold them here, that'll be fine. So the important thing is to keep Sea of Ice active. Honestly, I don't care much about Ilwinter. Like, Ilwinter is what it is. I'll be okay, basically. That's my attitude towards the whole thing. Irminsul is just researching because he is gathering blood slaves to do his thing. There's lots of cool spells he could cast, but Eternal Pyre, if I had the fire gems, and the fire magic, neither of which I actually have. How high could he boost his fire magic? He would need to empower, and even then I don't think it would do it, because he would need a Skull of Fire and the fire helmet. That would boost him up to 4, but he would have to empower once in order to get the fire helmet, the flame helmet. So then he's at 5. He would still need to empower again in order to cast Eternal Pyre. Or we'd need to work our way up to forge one of the rings, the Ring of Sorcery and then the Ring of Wizardry. And that would cost a crap ton of Astral Pearls that I don't really have, so whatever. So yeah, I think I can, as long as I can intercept Kudik, or whatever, I think I'll be fine. And yeah, that is going to be the plan. Lots and lots of research. I'm actually not forging this turn because I'm saving up Earth Gems. I will cast Earthblood Deepwell if I can at all. And I am at 0 treasury, which is how you know it's a good turn because I spent all my money. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in turn 59, assuming anything interesting happens. Should be something interesting. I don't know where this army is going, but it sure as heck looks like it's heading for Marverni. Actually, to be fully honest, maybe I should switch, because that army might roll over my army, because my army is pretty much geared to fight the ghosts. But it won't roll over Pedosian. Yeah, I'm going to swap. Pedosian's going to go there. The army is going to go down there. We're going to bounce this Wraith Lord. And we will be fine. So, like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in turn 59. Okay, turn 59. This game is, I think this is the longest I've ever gone in a game and still been, like, really relevant, so go me. In any case, lots of things happening this turn. First of all, Mictlan invaded. I have talked with them, and I have since persuaded them that was a bad idea, so they are planning to back off and go fight Calum, which is fine from my perspective. Pedosian is once again besieging Marverni. A Wraith Lord is besieging me in Oakbeach, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I can live with it for now. This army is going to bounce back up there and take care of that little situation. I still have this province. I've taken the throne. We can actually look at that battle in Redbud Grove. It was kind of cool. It was a big battle, although not one that was in much doubt. This army is very much reduced. A lot of them have been horror marked. They've lost some of their commanders. Overall, they're in a bad way, and some of them are starving. So, like I said, overall in a bad way, and there's nothing very impressive left here. So, my Demon Knights raced around to the back. We threw tons and tons of Firebolts, which are very effective against Wolf Tribe. And then the enemies charged in. That was our casting of Bloodlust, which increases the strength of all of our demons by +4. So now our fiery imps are stronger. And their throw flames both does more damage and has more range. Nope, same range, but does more damage. So those flames they're throwing are now even hotter. I actually like fiery imps, to be honest. They're good little they are good little ranged units, especially because they are armor piercing. So basically every fiery imp is like a crossbowman for 3 rounds, except he fires quicker. And then on top of that, in melee they have that fire shield, so they do a little bit of damage that way. My demon knights and the other demons charged back here into the wolf tribe archers. We have lightning bolts going down from the storm demons, and we pretty much just overwhelmed them. So, relatively low casualties. I did lose 2 of my devils and 2 of my fiends, which is a little bit of a bummer. But overall, went very well. And I also hellbound a couple of wolf tribe warriors for some reason, so that happened. In Troia, an attacking force from Therados bounced off. They killed some of my wolves and all, and my Garnet sorceresses retreated, unfortunately. So that was right here. So my Garnet sorceresses are moving back again. We're still holding this place under siege with the Seas of Ice still in full effect. Most of the production capacity and recruitment of Therados is trapped underwater. So they should be a little bit less of a problem now. I'm going to take that province from them with my army here. Jigu, the Basalt King, might have an objection to make, but if so, he can make that, and then we'll talk about it. This guy moving down to Peacehaven, where I'm recruiting troops. I've got a whole bunch more skeletons up here I'm reanimating. Unfortunately, Stallo has gotten a disease, and I don't really recall why, but that's happened, so that's fine, I guess. Arnold is over here, safe as houses. We're taking back that province that was taken by a scout because I forgot to put PD in it. Just the little annoying micromanagement things that you always have to keep an eye on and that I constantly forget to keep an eye on. He might hit that province with a scout since it had 0 PD last turn. This province also has 0 PD, unfortunately, so we're going to put 1 in there. We're moving in troops to retake Illidar, and we're maintaining the siege of Marverni. There's not a whole lot in there, but there's enough to stop Pedosian from taking the place. So we'll get my army moved up, and we will perform functions. Fetid is moving up here to retake this province as Mictlan moves out. That's fine, and I'm just not even... Like, he can keep all those. That's fine. I just want this one back because it has all these, all this gem income in it. And I want gems. I want gems very badly. Arnold, like I said, is going to have to empower before he can cast Earthblood Deep well. So that might actually not happen in this game. My astral income is pretty good. So what I might do is, right now my god is summoning yet another vampire. After that, he might take a turn to forge another couple of astral boosters and pass them out. Might be what I want to do. It'd be nice to get an astral earth crosspath warrior smith, but we'll see what happens. Uvatha is here blood hunting, and so he should provide. If that Wraithlord comes to try and raid me, it should die. When it respawns, I think it'll... See, I don't know. I think his Wraithlords might have been summoned here in Centania, which means that's what I need to take. Especially because this Wraithlord is one that I fought before, Sathmog. So he got out from under the water at some point. But we'll see how it goes. Other than that, everything's kind of peaceful over here. We are prepping, so we've got that throne. We're going to go claim it. We need to take that throne and this throne. After that, we are going to have to go to war with Mictlan, but I'm not eager to do that right this second. We'll get there. We will definitely get there. But that'll be for a future turn. So that was turn 59. Research-wise, we did hit Blood Magic level 8 this turn. So, the next step... I'm not sure what the next step is, to be honest. Thaumaturgy level 7 for Plague would be pretty good, since my Vampire Lords can cast Plague, and that would be really effective against Mictlan, I think. Because their units are vulnerable to Plague. And I could boost myself up to Stygian Path. So yeah, let's go Thaumaturgy level 7. That'll take me 2 turns. After that, Might want enchantment for Lichcraft. Or Conjuration for Wraith Lords. I think probably Conjuration for Wraith Lords. I think I want to run up to Conjuration level 7. So we can do that, and then at some point I'll want Alteration, but I think I'm doing alright without it right now, to be honest. So, great. I'm not recruiting anything in Ulm because I am out of money. Like, totally out of money. My income is quite low, especially compared to my upkeep, because we are under the Ill Winter. So that is why I'm focusing even more heavily on summons, because I can do summons, and it's not like a problem. We are going to start monthly casting Dark Knowledge again. Don't cast it on Hinnom, cast it on High Peaks. I mean, come on now. Why are you trying to search Hinnom? So yeah, we're going to start doing that to get my gem income up. Yeah, do Old Man Mountains. They'll search Hinnom at some point here, but there's a few provinces that I still haven't site searched fully for death, so we'll get that going. And then hopefully my death income will ramp back up. Be up a little bit higher. My gem income is pretty decent. Not like exceptional at this point, but this is okay. This is acceptable. It's not incredible, but then my territory is not incredible, so it'll be fine. So that is the plan, and I'll see you all in turn 60. Actually, one thing I wanted to say before I leave, I am reestablishing blood hunting, and I'm moving out more of my blood mages to do that hunting. So these two are moving down to Troya. We're actually going to hunt Traveler's Rest within an inch of its life. We're moving over a whole bunch of troops under Leperlove to provide some patrol force with all my summoned skeletons. And we are going to just hunt the crap out of it and Troya, because a lot of my hunting provinces are getting low, like Ripe Woods. Hexwoods is actually very low in population right now. Temiglia is still good, so I'm moving these girls up here to Temiglia. Vlex is still good, which is why I have 4 people blood hunting there. High Peaks, the Weald is still good. I need to get some hunters down to Bycliffe. And I'm going to have to start hunting Peacehaven and Arcocephale despite the income. Probably Peacehaven first. Just because I'm running out of high population provinces that I can blood hunt. I'm also beginning to blood hunt Ulm itself. This is hurting my income. There's no way around it. I'm going to hurt my income doing this, but it's more important to have the blood economy at this point. I'm transitioning into the late game where money is a lot less important than summons. Actually, money has been a lot less important than summons for a long time. I'm starting to get to the point where I can't recruit mages. So we're just going to have to work with what we can do. However, I will say this. It is important to maintain production of Garnet Sorceresses, so we're going to cancel that guy. I'm going to keep recruiting Garnet Sorceresses, and down here we're recruiting some troops and a Warrior Smith. Actually going to cancel those troops so that I can get Warrior Smiths here. Okay, great. So that will be the turn. I'll see y'all in turn 60. Alright, turn 60. I've been faffing around with this one so long that it's pretty much the end of the turn, and I think I've solidified my moves. So, Pedocion is besieging Marverni. This army is going to move to Marverni as well. Scripted to do all those good things. Mictlan has pulled off. I almost said Marverni again. Marverni. I might want to move Pedocion somewhere else, to be honest, but I do need to hold this down. That is where the main ghost force has gone, somewhat depleted, but still mighty. This army is actually going to pull back just in case. They do have the first gate here, which would be pretty sweet for me to have. I love that site. But, unfortunately, I would have to capture it and hold it, and that would take a little while. Irminsul is teleporting. He's going to hop over here, claim that throne, and then walk back to a fort and teleport somewhere else to start claiming other thrones. So we are entering the end game where we are capturing thrones. Zurich is moving down here to get my vampires all piled up. We're blood hunting down here. We're also patrolling down a huge pile of unrest. Patrolling up here, but not blood hunting yet. I'm hoping these mages can stop this army. I might want to move Leperlove up with his troops, just to make sure I have enough chaff if they attack me. Because right now this army is skint on chaff. I mean, I have Horde of Skeletons, and then I have Wither Bones spam, which will crush their undead pretty effectively, but I don't know. I think I'm going to risk it. Losing this army wouldn't be a huge setback. So even if I lost that army but did significant damage, I'd be alright with that. With the Seas of Ice, Theranos cannot effectively fight me, so I'm contemplating just outright offering peace to him again. Of course, Atlantis seems to be struggling. I think largely because 2 of their Basalt Kings are actually trapped above ground and unable to help. But I don't see any Atlantis anymore except this, which means they have at most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces, and I don't think they have 7. Actually, they probably do have 7, because they have a throne claimed, which can only be this throne. So they might have 7 provinces, but they are struggling, and struggling hard. But that's okay. I mean, so long as they keep Theranos occupied and prevent them from like, effectively breaking the Seas of Ice, that's alright. Now, Niflheim has also cast the Gift of Health, which, so he's doing hilariously well on the whole globals thing. But that's fine. I'm going to try to throw down Earthblood Deepwell one of these times here. I'm casting Gnome Lore down here a couple of times to get some, hopefully, get up some more Earth Gems. Death Grip is moving down. We're going to take that province, and we're going to go take Thodaz. That'll take a little bit of prep, but once again, Wither Bones will do a lot of work, because most of these units are undead. And so if I can swing in some vampires behind Chaff, they'll crush that province pretty effectively. We do have Soultorn in the Storn Woods. Yeah, it was conquered by, so horrors have started to spawn there. So I think Death Grip is actually going to swing in there and take those guys out and then move down here. And that'll be the plan for him. We're not casting any big blood spells this turn. We're just kind of getting our blood economy back, because our blood economy was beaten up pretty well. We're going to move him over here to patrol in Troya. Leperlove is patrolling down there, but I think actually Nordaman can Hollow reach there in one turn? No, okay, let's move Nordaman down there to patrol. And we're just going to blood hunt the hell out of, like, every province we can get. Blood is at this point, blood is like going to be my saving grace or my downfall. One of the two. So you two ladies are going to move down there. You are going to move, oh, that's right, actually, you 3 are all going to move up there. You're going to blood hunt the crap out of Redbud Grove, where I will also need more troops. So Tabarok will shift up there to patrol for them. And Revelry is going over there to take this province back from a special monster attack. The Rimturser, the Frost Giants, are attacking because of the Illwinter, so that's a problem. But overall, I think we're doing all right, and that is going to be the turn, because that's kind of all I have time for. So, should be okay. Should grab this throne, which is the Throne of Fire. That'll give us some more Fire Gems, which is great, because our Fire Gem income is not good still. Earth is great. Death is good. Everything else kind of mediocre. Astral and Nature are all right. And I'm going to want to get Mother Oak back at some point, and of course I'm going to want to throw up Earthblood Deepwell. So, we'll see how that all goes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in turn 61. Well, I might have some more time, and I'll talk more about some detailed strategy things. Take care till then.